Coming up in sport, Southland cricketer Jacob Duffy in his home city for the Ford Trophy. But first, the lowdown on the Vodafone Warriors with Sir Peter Charles Leach.
Well, with the NRL starting this week, the most excited man in the country must be Sir Peter Leach. He joins us from Auckland. Good morning, in fact. It is, Sir Peter, just that outstanding issue about whether you'll be able to watch it on TV still lingers.
Just got off the phone to Australia, still no, at this stage, no update on that. Look, very simply, the NRL are trying to double the fee for the television rights for here in New Zealand, and John Frett, that runs Sky TV, happens to be a close friend of mine as well, and a very cagey businessman, is just arguing that it's just too expensive. But on the other hand, the NRL need the game broadcast here, because without the broadcast being here in New Zealand, if they don't get the games broadcast, people won't buy as much merchandise and, make the effort to go to games, be it here or in Sydney or whatever, So there has to be an outcome. Look, but it's an exciting season. The referees have a new boss now. My old mate Daniel Anderson, of course, the former coach of the Warriors and the Parramatta Eels, and already he is shaking things up. He sacked quite a few people because I had a one-on-one meeting with him before Christmas, and I gave him my opinion on the video referees. I thought they were appalling last year on some of their decisions. He didn't disagree with me, and so he's brought some new people in, so look for a lot of improvement there. The other thing, this year the game kicks off. For the first 2 or 3 weeks, we have a Thursday night game. It's the Roosters versus the Rabbitohs. That's tomorrow night. And just think, we still haven't got an outcome to the broadcasting rights. The other thing, for the first time in the history of the NRL, we actually know now where we're playing right up to round 20. Normally, we only got 4 weeks in advance, but this caused a lot of problems, not only with sponsors, players, etc., etc. And this was all to do with broadcasting, but they have changed that now, and we can we do know 20 weeks out, we know exactly where we're playing, which is fantastic. And look, to be fair, Tom, and listeners, for people like me, my life, I couldn't make any arrangements. I do a bit of public speaking, and if someone wanted me to speak on a Saturday in May, I couldn't tell them because I didn't know if we were playing or not, because I have a commitment at the club. So that's what I do.
Well, that's fantastic, and we must mention the Sunnyville factor. I think everyone, both sides of the Tasman, would love to see him back in the game.
Let me say this to you. Greg Dawson from Roadrunner Pam on Paint, you should get a tour up, come to Eden Park, because we're playing them at Eden Park in 2 weeks' time. We played them at Eden Park. Let me tell you the date, Tom, as I go to my little diary here, Saturday the 16th of March, we'll be at Eden Park. Now, you can get special tickets. Go to Ticketek and .co.nz and look up the Sir Peter Leach Lounge.
We'll certainly be supporting them again, and you've got this opportunity for someone to become a member. What
I'm going to do, write into my old mate Tom, and you can become an away member. I'm going to give away 2 away memberships. Now, what happens? You get a little kit. You get a keyring, you get a hat, you get a lanyard, and you get some information each month from the Warriors. So write in now to my mate Tom, and you could be a winner. All right?
Well,
go to the mighty Vodafone Warriors. Hey.
It's probably 6, 7, 8 months since we last spoke to you. You've packed a lot into that time frame, haven't you?
Yeah, well, the whole cricket season's just about over now. I've played a lot of 2020 cricket and 4-day cricket. It's quite tough, just mentally draining and physically draining. And the World Cup in the winter, so I haven't really had much of an off-season, so it's all starting to hit me a bit now, to be fair, back in the season.
Enjoying that workload? Because 1 minute you're sort of a part-time and then you're full-time?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it immensely. It's what you do for a job, so you can't complain really.
Once you'd finished at the World Cup, is that when you got the call up to Otago? Is that when you heard you were going to be full-time?
Yeah, just before I went to the World Cup, they offered me the last contract, and of course I took it, and I really haven't looked back.
So how did you change your life? Did you just pack your bags and move on?
Yeah, first of October I had to live in Dunedin from then on in, so it was fine. I had a place to live, fled with some of the boys in there, and yeah, I haven't worried about that too much, to be fair.
We had study plans, I think, when we spoke. Are they just to one side for the moment?
Nah, I'm enrolled. I'm currently a student in Otago, but I haven't really been to a lecture yet, so...
You wouldn't be the only student in that position?
Oh, yeah, well, I'm struggling a bit at that moment, to be fair.
But at the moment, the opportunity's here in cricket, isn't it? And you've got to take that one.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity in cricket, but really I still need to do something after I finish, so I'm really looking to work hard on that study and get going through the winter while I got some time off, and yeah, who knows, hopefully get a degree at the end of it.
So you're in Dunedin for the medium term at least, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely, I'm not going anywhere.
And so what are you studying?
I'm doing commerce. I'm just doing part-time at the moment, just so I can fit it in.
And what about off-season cricket-wise, age group? You still eligible for that?
No, I think I've just missed out of the next World Cup for under-19s, so it's a bit unlucky, but it's all right. So I've just got to, I got my first full off-season, so the trainer's got me lined up to do a lot of hard work in the winter.
What part of your game's improved the most, do you think, in the last 12 months?
I think just the mental game out of anything. Like I'm handling the pressure a lot easier than I used to. The guys around me have helped me do that, especially with you got your wise heads next to you at mid-off and mid-on. They guide you through it, and tough times like, well, not today, but HV Cup, for example, like the pressure's on to not get hit for runs, and I think I was able to stand up a lot better than maybe I used to be able to.
Well, HRV Cup is a very hard place for a bowler to learn because it can be pretty unforgiving, can't it?
Yeah, no, I love it. It's my favourite form by far. It's just the pressure of it. I just love everything about it. Yeah.
Well, we know you can bat too. You're hoping to get a few more opportunities there to sort of become more of an all-rounder?
Yeah, well, hopefully that'd be a goal. Maybe a couple of years' time, sneak up the order a bit. But I had a chance there today to bring it home, but failed a little bit.
You've got a lot of all-rounders in this team, isn't there? So there's plenty of competition for places.
Yeah, definitely. There's guys like Ian Butler and Jimmy Neesham, and then even Nick Baird. He got 188 in the Plunket Shield game a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of batting talent there. So I don't see why I can't learn off those guys and do the same. Everyone
is caring and sharing, are they, with their knowledge, even if they're competing for your place?
Oh yeah, we've got a great bunch of guys. I've enjoyed their company immensely, and even the guys that are competing for your spot, they're helping you out, and we all just want the team to do well. And so far in the season, we've gone all right.
Have they put you on a number of programs, like has your diet changed, has your routines changed now you're full-time?
Oh, they guide you in the right direction, but ultimately it's up to me, and I'm sticking to it most of the time.
And you're a student, you allow some leeway, don't you?
Yeah, well, I was away for all of 0 weeks. That was probably a blessing in disguise, to be fair. Stay away from temptation, but I don't know. You got to live the life of a cricketer, so you got to do all the things.
What about the crowds? Are you sort of conscious of those? I mean, especially in HRV Cup, where there are big numbers there. Are they in your mind?
Well, it's not too bad. It's quite a cool atmosphere. I think it gets you up and fizzes you up for the game. So we played at Eden Park, and it was actually a decent crowd, probably a good 6,000–7,000 there. And you actually, like, a ball goes up in the air and a big roar goes up. It's a surreal feeling, to be fair.
Do you get nervous still now, or you got those under better control?
Nah, that's what I'm saying. My mental game's come a long way, and I'm feeling a lot better. I don't get as bad nowadays.
Still got a young growing body, so you're having to be a little bit careful, aren't you?
Oh yeah, like I've got a wee niggle at the moment. We're watching him pretty carefully, but you got to play sensibly. You can't outdo yourself. I've had like a rest and stuff during the season, so I think the coaching staff and stuff fall onto that.
Do you have to wait and see whether you're contracted for next year? I mean, on performances we suspect you will be, but how assured of you are your future?
Oh, we'll just take it as it comes, I guess. We've got the winter to work on that, and I'm sure someone will talk to me about it. I don't know, just take it as it comes.
Oh, it's great that you're casual, you're very relaxed, but you're still excited, you're still enjoying this life, this major change?
Yeah, definitely. It's playing a sport for a job. It's been sitting behind a desk doing nothing, so yeah, I'm really happy. In
the off-season, will you play any sport or just give your body a rest?
Well, my off-season will be mainly around the fitness and the strength and conditioning, but I might look to play the old game of basketball or something if I'm allowed.